Hi everyone. Okay, this is a new, excuse the lighting, but always a disclaimer. We are back with content. This is very exciting. But this is a new idea I had, and I'm gonna like tweak the format as I go and figure out kind of like how it's. I had a few ideas. Number one, comparing like two competitors side by side and comparing and contrasting the copy. I may do that for industries I don't know that well. But basically this whole series that I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe like once or twice a month of like copy in the wild. I'm going to start with some products that I know I use so I can kind of have some basis of copy to pull from as opposed to something that I don't know. But today we're going to talk about Todoist. I've used this app for, I believe, like 6 months now, give or take. I've been premium member before. I've gone back and forth between that, but I've used it. For anybody who doesn't know, Todoist is a to-do list manager, basically at kind of a project manager, but mostly its biggest wins are the to-do feature. But so my thoughts were, I would kind of sit for a second and think about like, okay, what if I was writing this copy, my goal is to not look at any of the copy before I talk about it, because then it's going to taint like what I kind of think, and maybe they'll have better copy than what I thought of. I know for a fact that Todoist blog team is like exceptional, top notch, some of the best out there I've seen, and great content. If you're just looking for like productivity, just read the Todoist blog. Side note. But the copy, I have no idea. I haven't looked at the copy in so long, because when I type in todoist.com, it takes me to my login, my to-dos, my whatever. But I thought this would just be fun to just kind of see copy in the wild and have me analyze it. Cool. All right, let's dive in. This is just, I just write-box.appspot.com. I don't know. I just typed in like a text editor. So to analyze, right off the bat, there's a lot of approaches I take with copy, but let's just break some down, right? Okay, persona / target market, and then we'll go down and do benefits that I know of. One big benefit is native writing scheduling. I don't know what that's called. I have to look up the like fancy term. It's like when you say, if you type in do this task every Thursday, it just automatically schedules every Thursday or every month or every last day of the month. And I wouldn't go like, when there's technical terms in copy, just for copywriters out there, I don't Google the word, I don't find the word, I don't anything. I know I've seen Tim Ferriss do when he takes notes, he just does this in his notes, especially if he's handwriting them. I think it's Tim Ferriss, whatever. One of the gurus. And that just means like research this later, but I'm not going to break my flow to research what that stupid word is like right now. Whatever it is. Nerdy stuff. Okay. Benefits. Great UI, which is something that's really hard to like sell, but it's just / pretty interface, can sort a ton of projects, can't get notified when things are scheduled. Okay, and then who are the people who would use this? This is just a free flow of exactly how I would start to brainstorm things and start to put it together. And then we'll look at the copy and see like what, and some sites I do this series will be much better than mine, and some will be, I don't know, comparable, whatever. But okay, so who would use Todoist? People who want to stay on top of everything. People with a lot going on. And I would jump back and forth. Like, this is literally my brainstorming process. I didn't pre-think any of this. I decided this 10 minutes ago, and we're diving in. Okay. What was I just thinking about? I don't know. That thought went away. Okay, that happens a lot. who would use Todoist? It's really, oh, the ability to quit capture on the go. You just pull it up, you open the app, you click, it's in. Okay, there's like an inbox, super quick. I'll also put a link to it down below if you want to check it out. Yes, I'm going to pick a lot of products that I have either like a deal for or something to get you guys. I think like you get 2 months premium if you click through something like that. I don't know, whatever. But also mainly just I'm going to be using products that I already use a lot. So we'll talk about them. Anyway, so, I would say people who use Todoist, they don't like complications. It's not like some other project managers out there like ClickUp and stuff that are very, very complicated. It doesn't have like start dates. There's no Gantt charts. They just introduced boards. I mean, it's not really the most advanced task manager, but it's an excellent task manager. I use Todoist personally to manage my take out the trash every whatever, turn on the Roomba. Like, I don't use personally Todoist for my big goals or my work. It's just like life management check off tasks. And I love it. If you are competitive, there is a karma / points calculator tracker to compete with yourself every day, week, month, something like day and week, and then get karma and become more experienced. Okay, so combining those two, this is how I go. I write out like benefits, and usually I'll pull in like, I obviously don't know what to do is I can't pull in their market research and like, review. I'd probably go to reviews, but I think if I looked up, well, no, wait, let's try that. Okay, Todoist, reviews. I'm also in incognito because if I type in Todoist.com, it's just going to pull up. I don't want it to like know that I'm a subscriber and then the copy will be different. I want fresh copy that. Anyway, cool. No, I want like reviews. You always want to look for like these with like other reviews, not just like bloggers. Bloggers are fine, but I want people who don't do this professionally to give me. See, Todoist keeps me sane and on time. Let me go back here. So for copy ideas, then, stay on top of everything without the hassle. I realize my face is turning this off a little bit, but like, we'll just, shit. There we go. Okay, good enough. You did the idea. Cool. Stay on top of the, and this is like a real janky version. I would probably research for a few hours, but this is just me doing it live, for the 8 minutes now I've been filming. All right. Incredibly simple, but insanely powerful. Thanks, sir. Incredibly simple, but I mean, I would never actually like copy and paste, it's just pulling in ideas, and sometimes I'll make a note. That's mine. Starseed copied is like literally like someone said that. Don't take it. But, an idea to fuel the direction of like a client, because these are actual reviews from a person who uses it, which is gold. You will get so much gold out of reviews. Easy to keep track of. Oh, cross-platform support. Use on any device. I'm trying to simple that. Okay. Also fantastic is the ability to instantly add tasks to a private to-do list. Oh yeah, you can share. You can share lists with other people, which is another, Anyway, you can see there's 633 or some something like that, to keep track of everything. And sometimes I'll look at the best, and then I love to look at the worst. Sometimes, usually it's crazy people, because, depends. Not all of them, but like, if you go to Yelp and do like 1-star reviews when I've written copy for websites, you're like, oh wow, okay, that's an interesting person, so usually like sometimes I'll glance at the one. I wish the program would always be pinned to the desktop and would start it on computer startup, so my to-do list would always be visible on top of my. Literally, you have to program your computer to do that. You can't tell an app to just, like, that's not Todoist's job to sorry, let me move it up, to to open it while you open your computer. That's your own job to do. You can do that, I'm pretty sure. Make a program that opens on startup. So, sometimes the 1-star reviews are like, okay, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. That's fine. We get rid of those. Let's go to like 3. Sometimes you want the middle reviews, because it's kind of like, okay, what do people need to be aware of? Because sometimes the copy doesn't help make them aware of what the product does or doesn't do. Like, a lot of these are probably to say like, oh, doesn't do project management. And it's like, that's literally not what they're for. Okay. Not very intuitive to add tasks under subcategories. I mean, I agree with that. Okay, tend to get cluttered at a certain point if you add in hundreds of tasks naturally. The interface feels very dated, and that's fair. I mean, I feel like it's very intuitive and like cool UI, and some people are like, no, it's not. Wait, also, when was this review? In 2019? Maybe that was true. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. Some features are exclusive to premium users, which is like naturally companies need to make money. I don't know. I mean, sometimes, the middle of the reviews are like not that helpful. Yeah, some projects with storing okay, anyway, we got the general idea. So, of how people feel about it. And, like I said, I'm just trying to do this for the sake of, like, condensing this in as fast as possible. Okay. So, knowing that it's people who want to stay on top of everything, if I had to start guessing, it's probably like, now, if you're not in this target market, calm down. A lot of marketing is generalizing people, which we're taught is a no-no anymore, but it is still the job. So my gut, I don't know, I'd have to let it to do his data, but like men in their 30s/40s, maybe with a family, a lot going on, a side hustle or two, and hobbies. Like, that's kind of what strikes me. Not that women don't use it, not that people in their 20s don't use it, not that anything, but that kind of, like maybe people in college, but especially because, and I'd have to talk to do is like, okay, is your goal to start pushing to people who want subscriptions? Like, am I going to push those features? What are your goals? Like, what kind of people are you trying to get to sign up? Like, what, because sometimes a company may have a goal, like something like, okay, we want to get more premium users, which is their next tier, and then it's business after that. But we want more premium users. Then I'm going to focus on the premium features. I'm going to turn away people who are not going to pay for it, which, there's always those kind of people who are just never going to pay for something. Like, I'm never going to pay for Evernote. I don't care what Evernote does. I'm not impressed with the app. And there's a lot of things in my life. Like, I'm just not going to pay for it. So I'm not the premium person. And that's okay. That is okay. Turning people away is not a bad thing. So, let's just say theoretically they're trying to push more premium users. I know they are changing their free plan, so that tells me that they're trying to give people a taste of premium more and have to upgrade. It wasn't bad. It was like $4 a month or $3 a month if you want to pay for the whole year, which in the scheme of someone who pays $200 to $300 for notebooks for a whole year to organize my life was like, that's not bad. Anyway, so, but I fall within this brain. I don't have a family, I don't have kids or anything, but I'm in my 30s, unfortunately. I'm not a man, but I have a career that's like a man. I'm my own business, all that. That kind of energy. I wouldn't say like, hey, dude, bros, but kind of working like you could, if you're sensitive, you could say working professionals. Okay. I mean, not that it doesn't work for people who aren't whatever. Disclaimers, marketing is generalizations. Sorry. Okay. So people with a lot going on, they don't like complications, they're not looking for something that's like click up where you need to like go crazy and set up 500 filters and start dates and end projects and dependencies and this and that, and you have a huge team and you're managing 400 things. They just want to get things done easily. Can it become overwhelming because you add 5,000 tasks like I've done? Yes. But okay. So this is pretty much where I would start, right? And then obviously I would flesh out the copy ideas more. Knowing that, let me move it over. Okay. Oh, God. Go away, you stupid text editor. Okay. I'm just gonna type it on like one line because it's easier. Okay. What was I just thinking about? This is why I hate text, and this is why I write everything on notebooks, because then it leaves my brain. Oh yeah. Never let anything slip through the cracks. Never miss a deadline. That kind of copy. Stay on top of everything. Task management without the headaches. Know what to do when you need it most. Okay, so that's like the general idea, and I would make it sound better, and like this is a 20-minute summary of like where I would start. Like these are the kind of angles, these are the kind of benefits I would want to cover. I'm sure there's more when I look at their website, but now let's take a look at their, and like I said, in the future ones I may like compare some two companies head to head and like see their copy, that kind of thing. All right, Todoist.com. Organize it all with Todoist. Not too far off. Of course, I like their artwork. That's not copywriting. Great, you get to see what it looks like on the inside, which is a huge thing for software. This is not your job as a copywriter, that is the company's job, but you can loosely suggest what you think would be good, or if you're working with someone. Free up your mental space. Great. Excellent copy. Regain clarity and calmness by getting all those tasks out of your head and onto your to-do list, no matter where you are or what device you use. See? And then, use on any device. So I'd like check, If they were hiring me to rewrite it, obviously they don't need any help, right? Let's just be clear. And let me just move that so you can see more. Whatever. Okay. Browse Todoist features, see Todoist in action, which is cool. Sometimes you just want to, of course, you want to include some benefits. Some social proof of who uses it. Having Disney on there is like a huge thing. So we'll look at the features in a second. Some nice reviews. Okay, principal designer at Adobe, see stuff like that. And then you can see, this is an interesting idea, copywriters, FYI, to suggest. I'll move my face for a second so you can see all the buttons of how people can use it, which is actually a review from someone in that industry. So like freelancers, right? Hi, Jennifer. Todoist helped me organize on my writing projects, and that makes it an indispensable tool both in business and in life. Great. Ooh, and then you can read a whole review. You can't see, like, okay, no. We don't need to do this. Okay. Actually, hang on. I'm going to bookmark that. I'm going to come back to that. Okay. I'm going to read that later. But, so you can, this is an interesting way, especially for something that, where it extends across different industries, Not a bad idea. And then if you were working with them, and I know Todoist is a huge company, so you could probably write like pages specifically for students and pages specifically for each one of them. But that's a cool, short, right to the point, alternative idea. Okay. A task manager you can trust for life. So it's been up for 14 years. I like the idea of it, but I still know that company. I know that personally by being involved in Todoist for so long that the owner doesn't have a plan to sell or anything anytime soon, which is great. But like things happen, I wouldn't say for life. That's not something I would personally put in my copy. Same with some other Todoist or apps I've seen that like, never lose your copy or your task ever in your life. And I'm like, so your CEO is immortal and you have plans to never, I don't know. I kind of stay away from like forever promising personally, but also at the same time, 14 years is a long ass time in the tech world. It's like a bunny little baby blip of time in the real reality of the world. But, a 14-year-old can't even drive, like it's nothing, but, and then, of course, read all about the long-term mission. But anyway, the point is, like, there are a lot of to-do apps that come and go within, like, months. So if you are someone who's, like, sick of losing your stuff and having to migrate everything, that's something. Let's see. Okay, so we have the social proof. We have, like, free up your mental space. So if I don't like that, what would I mean, maybe I'd, So out of these, the thing that I would personally write next for, or like include next, probably something along the line of like, it can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. Like you can use it to just manage one, like get a handle on one project, or manage everything. Something like that. I think that's the next strongest benefit in my mind. Achieve peace of mind with Todoist, which is great, but they already said that here. Not that reiterating is bad. I just achieve peace of mind with Todoist. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. The copy's great, and I hope no copywriters look at any of my reviews because, like, you guys, I'm just spitballing here, like, and this is just my take. I'm not right about anything, so maybe a few things, but it's just on a side tangent. Copywriting is so much of just like personal experience and your ideas. Like there's rarely a right or a wrong way to do or write or talk about copy or anything. Like there's no right answer to anything. Like that's like saying what book out there is like the most right book. None of them. We all have different tastes. Like I read sorry guys, this is a side tangent, but like it, people, I get this question a lot, like what is like, and it's so subjective. It's right. Like Grapes of Wrath was the worst book I ever read in my life, along with Huckleberry Finn. These were stupid books. I can't believe I wasted my time with them. And as an English major, I had to. Maybe I'll appreciate them as an adult in a different perspective and whatever. But like, he spent like an entire first chapter on like the tumbleweeds rolling across like and it was supposed to symbolize some, I don't know. It was the worst. However, there's a lot of people who think that John Steinbeck is the greatest writer of all time. I think Scott Fitzgerald is the best author of all time. A lot of people disagree. They think it's like The Great Gatsby was a stupid book, right? Subjective. Okay, all writing is, it always will be. So just take that with, so when you write copy, unlike math, with math, there's like a right and wrong answer. That's it. It's very binary, and that's why people love it. Sometimes there's some grays, but for the most part, it's like, it's binary. It's clear. It's whatever. Writing is creative. It is even copy that is very performance-based and sales-based. It is still very subjective. So don't beat yourself up too hard. Don't, whatever. Subjective. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. So we'll look at how it works. Dun, dun, dun. From overwhelmed to on top of it. Great copy. To-dos, like if you're someone who's currently overwhelmed, you're like, sign up button immediately. What am I clicking? Sorry. Just on a side note, like that's something I would do is like from overwhelmed to on top of it. And I don't know. Todoist has the ability to do this. I would test this little box right there. I don't know if you can see me hovering over it. I don't have the mouse highlighted, but discover new features. I'd maybe test like the sign up button right there, because that, if that was me, which is why I downloaded Todoist in the first app, or in the first place. I mean, my personal favorite is Amazing Marvin. Amazing Marvin is my bae. That is my everything life management app. But Todoist is my great to-do list, house manager, dog manager, relationship manager app. So, anyway, Todoist gives you the confidence that everything's organized and accounted for, so you can make progress on the things that are important to you. Yep, never let anything slip through the cracks, never miss a deadline. If I was rewriting this copy, I'd be like, I don't know what to include, minus like a few tweets here and there, but like, great work. Whoever did it, I don't know. They have a great writing team. Seriously, check out their blog, you guys. I cannot. I'm obsessed with it. And then, of course, you can see actual. Okay. Oh, it's playing through my headphones now. That's nice. But you can see like how it works, which, sometimes that's huge for software and stuff. Or if you're ever selling like a complicated product, like something like a watch that's solar powered, something, I don't know, something complicated that's like not just like what people usually are used to. Having a video is really great because you could write for days, but just having people be able to see it is great. Now, of course, that's not up to you as the copywriter, but start each day feeling calm and in control. Yeah, know what to do when you need it most. Of course, I mean, they're just we're writing the general same ideas. I mean, theirs is polished and beautiful. Mine was 10 minutes of print, but waking up and knowing that you know what to do that day, huge. Quick ad, like I said. Recurring to due dates, the native thing. See every Wednesday, 8 p.m. I love it. That's one of the reasons I love Todoist. Task view. Complete picture of any task. Focus your energy on the right things. Great copy. Sorry, I'll scroll faster. Share the workload. Share the tasks. With pictures to show exactly how that works. Very cool. See tangible progress. Like I said, the karma, the points calculator, all of that. Of course, the 10-minute snippet took a lot faster because I used this product, which is why I recommend people write for niches and products and stuff that they loosely use or at least are aware of, because as you can see, it would take me much longer to write the copy and make it beautiful, but the point is that as opposed to something like, I don't know, a nursing pump, right? Like I don't have children. Like, I don't know how those work. That's a spaceship to me. I don't know. Like, I'd have to watch some videos and probably get, like, banned on YouTube real quick. I don't know what. But, see tangible progress. See, and that's how it works. You can see the daily, weekly karma, product visualizations by category, all of the things, completed tasks. Cool. Okay, see the big picture with Todoist boards, the newest feature they have. Of course, you can connect it to other things. Cool. Oh, templates. That's where they got me, where something I should have mentioned. Yes, they do have templates, so you can just look at their... This is now just turning into a pitch for Todoist. Which maybe link below, but no. But as you can see, templates, and then you can just click use template up there, and you get it. Cool. So... those are the features, and then we'll look at premium, and then we'll call it there at the video because this is already getting long. Since the other one already said order from like the similar feeling, I'd probably personally change that headline to something, because organize your word with the Todoist premium, like the whole app already organizes your life. So I would make the biggest benefit sell of upgrading to premium like Okay, we don't need me staring into space for 30 minutes, but something about like their best premium feature and tie it into that headline. Organize your words with Todoist Premium because it's like, okay, why? Like my first question when I read that is like, okay, like why? Why would I want to? And maybe I'd click away, because the first page that you land on is so important for grabbing them, and that right there doesn't sell me on like why I should. Now, this is one of those apps that once you get using it and you're clicking around, you'll start to see which features are premium or not, so you probably already have an idea. But if you were natively coming here from, I don't know, like a to-do list app review article, and you were thinking about like, hey, maybe I should just like jump in a premium, that wouldn't sell me on it, right? Like, okay, you already do that. Why? Why would I pay you now, right? And here, nothing. Copy. More features, more peace of mind. Love that. See, here, think of Todoist Premium as your second more reliable brain. Now there's a hell of a line. And it's buried. It's buried. Come on, Todoist. Like the reminders on your phone. Templates. Automatic backups. And really the reminders is the biggest thing. And I think now, like having more projects, I think it's like a few hundred versus, I think they're upgrading to 5. It used to be like 80 or something. Now they're going down to 5, but whatever. Labels. Maybe you could do like the GTD angle. Anybody who studies GTD knows how important labels are. It's like the bread and butter of GTD. Filters. But not that the copy's wrong. I just would come out really hard with something. Features that declutter your mind. There's a hell of a winning copy line that they should put at the top. Because that's just like organize your work with it. Like you already organized my work. Why would I ever need premium, right? From the personal to the professional, keep it organized with the Todoist Premium. Okay. Over 1 million, like that's nice. This is really strong. That's, features that declutter your, like focusing on the peace of mind that comes with the upgrade because you get more features so you can organize it more so you can have more time back. All of that is a hell of a beginning header that you would want as opposed to that. So, okay, that's it, guys. I thought I would just show you like a fun little, I'm going to keep doing this. I may alter the format. I may change it up a little bit depending on what kind of companies I'm going like talking about. I was thinking of comparing some like other mom products, which I don't know, but something like that. But I'm going to stick to a lot of companies and products I already know because then it's easier to talk about without sounding too dumb. I may sound dumb all the time, but like not too dumb. Anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching, guys. We are back with content. Yeehaw, buckle up. Okay, bye.